Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about what can we do with these raw crystals now. But first, Operation Hit of the Day is going to go out to Dutch, aka Johnny. We spelled his name as Duck almost down below in the chicken banner, guys. But, I don't know, Duck's a cool name too. So, we'll show this Dutch hit first before we dive on into today's Dr. Terrence, guys. And this was just a fantastic hit on Javanese here. So, usually a pretty tough base. You usually have to go up on the right side here, but there was only like one shock. I think I think there's only one shock that was actually required to go on the left here. So kind of a nice layout, I guess, but still a really nice hit. And I guess those mortars and everything were still in range too. So big shout out to Dutch, guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and so what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna do a little bit more of a format. So let me know if you like this down below in the comments. So I have Dr. T done up to stage 7. And I just have a couple player bases already pre-scouted here, so I should know, well, I'm going to say I know how to hit them, but it's just going to save scouting time. Well, we don't scout anyway, so that sounds kind of silly, but I have an idea of how I want to take down each one of these bases, and then I thought it would be kind of a fun way to incorporate player bases into the videos as well. So, what I wanted to talk about today, guys, was now that we have all the tribes maxed out. Most max level players will have the tribes maxed out at this point. There's nothing really to gain from spending these raw crystals, because now that we have the tribes maxed out, that costs raw crystals, of course, and not everyone is going to want to use every single boost. Like, for me right now, boom cannon health and boom cannon damage isn't really worth boosting. I got the 3 ones that I wanted to boost, and now I don't really have anything left to use the raw crystals on. And this kind of goes back to a big thread that was kind of sparking some controversy on Reddit about just like complaining about the state of the game in general, which is fine, and which is, I think it's kind of healthy for a game to have people this into it to kind of like try to call out the dev team or whatever. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think below down in the comments. What you think could be added to the game, what you would want to see specifically that you think could make the game a lot better. Oh my god, look at this, guys. Are we gonna make it through here? Oh my god, that was disgusting. So thankfully he only had 2 ice statues. I'm not using all Zukas a whole lot on some of these bases now, but if I find ones with low building health, then we just go for it like that and sacrifice the Zukas for the greater good. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what you guys think. So, I think right now the state of the game, the only real problem is all these bugs that haven't really been solved, right? I think if the team was able to, like, either fix them, number one, or to come out and say, like, hey, we're aware of this, it's going to be fixed within this time frame. I feel like that is where a lot of this frustration kind of comes from. And I think it is fair to an extent. I do think the frustration is somewhat warranted. Sometimes people go way over the top and talk about things that, like, are just stupid. But I feel like everything would just go a lot smoother if there was just better like time frames given, if that makes sense. Like, maybe if we knew when the next Mega Crab was coming, that would be something for the community to just kind of get excited about. We could do like Mega Crab, like speculation and farming stuff. I think that would be fun. Like, maybe the way they do, maybe that's a bad example. Like, the way they do Mega Crab is kind of fine, I guess, but because we still usually have like a week or whatever to prepare. But I don't know. Just more communication in general, I think, would go a long way in terms of this stuff. So, that we kind of screwed up, guys. But I think it's going to be okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to launch out the troops here. Since this guy doesn't have much ice, I think we're going to be able to get away with this. And I'm going to throw some critters onto that shock blaster as soon as we can. Actually, I'm going to start out with an ice shield first. Just so we're not taking too much damage here. Then we'll get the critters out. Okay, so I think we'll be somewhat safe. Yeah, okay, I'm liking how this is starting to look here. So next up, we got to worry about these shock launchers. We're going to put both of those guys down and slowly make our way up this left and right side here, I guess. We're just going to kind of try to shock and clear everything that we can. But yeah, I would like to see, I don't know, it's tough to say. Like, I'd like to see something, not necessarily new, but I guess just kind of clean up what's already kind of, like, clean up some of these bugs and stuff. That being said, I still, like, think we're due for an update in terms of maybe operation maps. A lot of people seem to be saying like maybe we should get different, like, because it was just Forlorn Hope came out and we just got different bases just for Forlorn Hope, right? But aside from Strange Attractors, nobody else that's running anything Massive Attack and under has got any operation bases. So I think little things like that would really go a long way. Just new maps, maybe like a new take on the current cycle of evil. I think that would be really interesting. I wrote this down on Reddit somewhere within like the last week or something, but I think something that would be cool would be to implement something once a week, maybe in exchange for one of the Dr. T days, maybe maybe one of the Volcano Island days, because that doesn't really help out lower levels all the time. They're not always able to take out the Volcano Islands, right? But I think something that would be really fun would be like a 20-stage Mega Crab, and have the, like, here's what I want anyways. Have the last, like, 2 or 3 stages be, like, almost impossible to complete. Make it so it's like the Clash Royale 20 win challenge, where it's only, like, 0.02% of the Boom Beach players is actually able to defeat it. I think that would be really exciting. We haven't had, like, a really crazy challenge since Forlorn Hope came out. And that's only for people that are in these big task forces, right? Like, that's not something that just the average player might even have access to, depending on how well their task force is doing. I know it took the task force I was in, it took us like a very long time before we were able to actually farm up the intel that we needed for Forlorn Hope, because we were in a 10-man. So we were still in a very good task force at the time. It was, I want to say it was a top 100, something around that line. Okay, careful, careful, careful. We're going to throw a medkit out here. Let's actually just go ahead and take out this artillery rate like that. And then we're going to go up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is looking alright. Sorry if we're kind of like being cut off in the when we're taking on the player base. But this is just how we want to make the chicken video today, guys. Spice it up, do it a little bit different. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So we'll go like this and like this. He does have a laser, which is going to be interesting. We get these critters going in the back here, and yeah, there's that laser. Okay, so we just missed that right in the nick of time. But yeah, I think something like that, like an event that is kind of like a difficult challenge, like how Imitation Game sounded like it was going to be, where it takes the top player bases. I still think they could do a lot with the Imitation Game if they just made it simply harder, and in the last 2 levels. So we were able to blast through those player bases, guys. So maybe we'll see if we can. I didn't scout this one before, but we're running at a pretty good time here, so maybe we'll leave. Maybe we'll save that guy for off camera, I guess. So let's take a look at stage 7 of Dr. Terrence before we wrap things up here. Okay, so Tropical Island gonna be pretty friendly for Zukas, but yeah, I don't know. I'd like, first off, I guess what I'd like to see from Boom Beach going forward is some stuff kind of cleaned up. Like, it's not even that the bugs personally bother me, because, like, sure, they're annoying from time to time, but personally, I don't feel like it's anything really game-breaking outside of, like, Sergeant Brick's flare stuff. The rest of it, like, it doesn't really affect me on a day-to-day basis, but I think just if they were able to kind of say, like, hey, we are aware of this, we are working on it, it's going to come out in this amount of time, like, there's this problem or whatever, I think that would really go a long way with the community. And I realize that the people I'm talking about might just be like a very small subset of the community as a whole. Like, maybe most of you don't even know what the bugs and stuff are right now, and that's perfectly fine. I just think in general that would be a great thing to have going forward. But yeah, other than that, what were we talking about, chicken? Other than that, yeah, I'd like to see just some new kind of challenge implemented, or maybe something else, like do something more with the tribes, have another reason to keep upgrading those, because as we said, right now we don't have any reason to farm up these raw crystals. They're not really doing anything for us right now. So stage 7 goes down. We're back. So definitely interested. The reason why I wanted to make this video, guys, I'm interested to hear what you guys think down below in the comments of the state of Boom Beach currently. Are you happy with the event cycles and everything? Because I know it's kind of got a little stale the last few months here of just doing the same events, and I mean, like, the same events and the same operation maps and everything like that. So let me know what you would want to see from Boom Beach going forward. Anything like stuff that you don't like right now that you think would be easy to fix. Just interested to hear all your guys' thoughts on that. That's gonna wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Check it out.